mulberry tree, under which she was sitting, into her cup of tea. As she sought to remove the cocoon, its sticky threads started to unravel and cling to her fingers. Upon examining the thread more closely, she immediately saw its potential and dedicated her life thereafter to the cultivation of the silkworm and production of silk for weaving and embroidery. From The History of Silk by Harold Verner. Perhaps because death leaves so little to say, funeral guests seem to take refuge in platitudes. He had a good innings, splendid send-off, very moving service, such beautiful flowers. You are so wonderfully brave, Lily. It's not bravery. My squared shoulders, head held high, that careful expression of modesty and gratitude. Not bravery. Just determination to survive today and, as soon as possible, get on with what remains of my life. The body in the expensive coffin, lined with Verners silk and decorated with lilies, and now deep in the ground, is not the man I've loved and shared my life with for the past 55 years. It's not the man who helped to put me back together after the shattering events of the war, who held my hand and steadied my heart with his wise counsel, the man who took me as his own and became a loving father and grandfather. The joy of our lives together helped us both to bury the terrors of the past. No, that person disappeared months ago when the illness took its final hold. His death was a blessed release, and I have already done my grieving. Or at least, that's what I keep telling myself. After the service, the house fills with people wanting to pay their final respects. But I long for them to go, and eventually they drift away, leaving behind the detritus of a remembered life along with the half-drunk glasses, the discarded morsels of food. Around me, my son and his family are washing up, vacuuming, emptying the bins. In the harsh kitchen light, I notice a shimmer of grey in Simon's hair. The rest of it is dark like his father's, and realise with a jolt that he must be well into middle age. His wife Louise, once so slight, is rather rounder than before. No wonder after 2 babies. They deserve to live in this house, I think, to have more room for their growing family. But today is not the right time to talk about moving. I go to sit in the drawing room as they have bidden me, and watch for the first time the slideshow that they have created for the guests at the wake. I am mesmerised as the TV screen flicks through familiar photographs, charting his life from sepia babyhood through monochrome middle years and into a technicolor old age, each image occupying the screen for just a few brief seconds before blurring into the next. At first I turn away, finding it annoying, even insulting. What a travesty, I think. A long, loving life bottled into a slideshow. But as the carousel goes back to the beginning and the photographs start to repeat themselves, my relief that he is gone and will suffer no more is replaced, for the first time since his death, by a dawning realization of my own loss. It's no wonder I loved him so. Such a good-looking man, active and energetic. A man of unlimited selflessness, of many smiles and little guile, who loved every part of me infinitely. What a lucky woman. I find myself smiling back, with tears in my eyes. My granddaughter brings a pot of tea. At 17, Emily is the oldest of her generation of Verners, a clever, sensitive girl, growing up faster than I can bear. I see in her so much of myself at that age. Not exactly pretty in the conventional way, her nose is slightly too long, but striking, with smooth cheeks and a creamy complexion that flushes at the slightest hint of discomfiture. Her hair, the colour of black coffee, grows thick and straight, and her dark, inquisitive eyes shimmer with mischief or chill with disapproval. She has that determined Verner jawline that says, "Don't mess with me." She's tall and lanky, all arms and legs, rarely out of the patched jeans and charity shop jumpers which seem to be all the rage with her generation these days. Unsophisticated but self-confident,